He didn't know she was one of the most powerful women in the city. He didn't know that stopping his car for her would cost him the biggest chance of his life. All he knew, on that stormy morning, was that a terrified woman stood alone beside a dead engine, crying in the rain. What he didn't see coming was that helping her would rewrite his entire destiny. Ethan Miller had lived long enough to understand one painful truth: life rarely rewarded good people. But still, he tried, every single day, to be one. A single father raising his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, he carried the weight of 2 lives on his shoulders. After his wife passed away, every dream he had was pushed aside so Lily's dreams could survive. He worked nights, slept little, and prayed that one day some opportunity would finally break through the endless struggle. Today was supposed to be that breakthrough. He had been called for an interview at Haver Stone Industries, a company people spent years trying to get into. Good pay. Health benefits. Stability. Everything a father like him desperately needed. He had pressed his shirt the night before, practiced interview answers in the bathroom mirror, and repeated the most important sentence of the day: "I can do this." Lily sat at the small kitchen table that morning, kicking her feet as she ate cereal. "Daddy, are you nervous?" she asked. "A little," he admitted, tying his worn-out shoes. "You look handsome," she said proudly. "They're definitely giving you the job." He laughed softly, kissed her head, and hugged her longer than usual. "Wish me luck." "You don't need luck," she said. "You're the best." Those words carried him out the door. And so, at 7:30 a.m., he set out toward the biggest interview of his life. The rain came pouring down like the sky itself was nervous for him. He kept checking the clock, 8:10 a.m., still on time. He played no music, spoke to no one, and focused only on the road ahead and the life he hoped was waiting for him. But fate is strange. Just before the long curve that led to the city, he saw it. A car pulled over on the shoulder, hazard lights flashing like a distress signal. A woman stood beside it, drenched in the heavy rain, her hands shaking as she kept dropping her phone. Panic radiated from her like heat. Ethan slowed instinctively. He shouldn't. He couldn't. Not today. But something inside him, something deep and stubbornly human, spoke louder than fear. She looked up at him. Just one look. One broken, helpless look. And Ethan's foot moved to the brake. He pulled over, stepped out into the freezing rain, and approached her. "Are you okay?" he called. Her voice trembled. "No. My car, it just shut down. I'm supposed to be in a meeting. I'm so late. No one is picking up. I don't know what to do." Her frustration cracked into tears. Ethan felt a familiar ache. He had been there too many times. Broken. Lost. Alone. He glanced at the clock inside his car. 8:18 a.m. He could still make it. Maybe. But the woman looked like she was minutes from collapsing. "Let me see," he said, lifting the hood. Steam hit his face. The engine was gone, completely overheated. "This car isn't moving," he said gently. "But I can tow you to a service station." She put a hand over her mouth, fighting tears. Thank you so much." He hooked up her car, letting rain soak through his shirt. When he opened the passenger door for her, she stared at him like she couldn't believe anyone would stop. "You really don't have to do this," she whispered. "If it were you alone in the rain," he said softly, "wouldn't you hope someone stopped?" The ride back was slow. She held her shaking hands together, staring at him with fragile gratitude. "What's your name?" she finally asked. "Ethan." "I'm Elena." He didn't know the weight that name carried. She didn't tell him. At the service station, he helped unload her car, explained the problem to the mechanics, and made sure she was safe. "You saved me today," she whispered. "I won't forget it." He gave a small, tired smile and hurried back to his car. The second he sat inside, he checked the time. 9:11 a.m. His heart sank. Completely missed. He pressed his forehead against the steering wheel. Every hope he had for today, gone. He drove home slowly, hands trembling. When he stepped into the apartment, Lily came running. "Daddy! How did it go? Did they like you?" He forced a smile that hurt more than anything. "I didn't get to talk to them," he said softly. "Why?" "There was someone who needed help. I couldn't leave her alone." Lily frowned, processing the idea. Then her eyes softened. "Then you were right, Daddy. You always help people." He hugged her, trying not to cry. But inside, the disappointment crushed him. He tried to distract himself the rest of the day, but his thoughts spiraled. Maybe kindness is a weakness. Maybe doing the right thing doesn't matter anymore. Maybe good people really do finish last. The next morning, just as he was packing Lily's lunch, someone knocked on the door. Ethan wiped his hands and opened it. He froze. The woman from the road, Elena, stood there. But she wasn't the panicked, rain-soaked stranger from yesterday. She wore a tailored suit, her posture strong, two assistants standing behind her. "Good morning, Ethan," she said warmly. "Hi, is everything okay?" "Yes. Much better than yesterday," she said with a gentle smile. "I came to talk to you." He blinked in confusion as she continued. "I never told you my full name. I'm Elena Haverstone." Ethan's breath caught. Haverstone.as in Haverstone Industries. As in the company he missed the interview for. As in the CEO. His body tensed. I didn't know. I swear I didn't help you because. I know, she interrupted softly. And that's why I'm here. He swallowed as she continued. While dozens of cars passed me, you stopped. You gave up something important without knowing who I was or what I could offer you. You weren't trying to impress anyone. You were being yourself. And that, she stepped closer, is exactly the kind of character my company needs. He stared, stunned. I'm here to offer you the job, she said, her voice warm and sincere. No interview. No tests. Yesterday told me everything I need to know about the kind of man you are. Ethan felt his heart tighten and loosen all at once. Ethan Miller, she said with a smile, will you join Haverstone Industries? He looked at Lily, who had crept beside him silently. Daddy, she whispered, eyes glowing, say yes. He turned back to Elena, tears threatening. Yes, he said, voice breaking. Yes, I will. Her smile widened. Welcome to the team. She handed him the official offer letter and shook his hand. When she left, Ethan felt like the entire world had shifted beneath him, not collapsing this time, but rising. That night, he sat on Lily's bed as she hugged him tightly. See, Daddy, she whispered. Good things happen to good people. He kissed her forehead. And he knew she was right. He hadn't helped Elena to get something. He hadn't done it for reward. He did it because kindness was the only thing he had left to give. And life, in its quiet, miraculous way, had given back. Some choices ruin a day. Some choices ruin a plan. But some choices change everything. He never planned to stop that morning. But that moment, one act of pure kindness, rewrote his future. Forever. If you felt this emotional story in your heart, please don't forget to subscribe and share this story with others. Your support means everything.